Right, morning everyone. Welcome back to CavokSim here on YouTube. It's been well over a year since I've last done a live stream on the channel. Just unfortunately everything got in the way and I didn't have very much time to do much, so now everything's changed, everything's a bit more settled. I'm now hopefully able to bring you a bit more in terms of live streams and videos now. This is the first one since I think March last year, so we're in Flight Sim 2024 now, and the sim has been quite nice on my system. It's not the best system in the world, quite average, but it runs fairly well for what I do with it. So today we are at Glasgow, starting on stand 19 I think we are, and we're flying an EasyJet rotation down to Southampton Airport on the south coast of England. If I've got time and that after landing we may do the return, but at the moment I'm just definitely doing the outbound sector. So as I say, welcome back. Let's get going. We'll jump into the flight deck. We'll get GSX all started. All the jet bridges and the stairs are ready to go. So let's crack on. So let's get into the cockpit. So other than powering up the aircraft and loading the sim brief into the tablet, I haven't done anything so far. We're due to go in 16 minutes at 20 past 10 local time, 9:20 Zulu off the gate here. So let's get going. So let's get the aircraft starting to load. So hope everybody's been well, and it's great to be back on the sim doing live streams. Mainly been flying the Fenix that we're in today. That one came quite quickly to with compatibility to FS24, and there's a few of the airports that I bought. Glasgow here being one of them, and Southampton all made compatible. Still waiting for a few more to come across, but hopefully not for too long. One big one is the 737 from PMDG. I did try loading it into the sim, but with a few other people there was a few issues with it, and so I took it off the system until they've brought out compatibility for it. But I think that's not going to be for a little while until they've released their 777s and 747s, so we'll see. But anyway, the Fenix working quite nicely. Let's get some weather for Glasgow. Just see what runway we're using. I think it's 23. That's what I filed on SimBrief with. We're on VATSIM as well. However, I don't think there's any controllers online anywhere in the UK at the moment, so it's going to be quite quiet. I think it's still quite early in the day. Right, and edit request, and we also need the flight plan as well. Right, okay, so we're operating EZ29 Delta Whiskey down to Southampton. Oh, no, wrong field. EZY29 Delta Whiskey, flight number. Let's cost index of 5. Are we fueling? Yes, we are refueling. And cruise level today is flight level 350. Oh, also one thing I should note as well, on the thumbnail for the stream that I put up, I did say it was an A319. However, some minor technical hitch. The 319 liveries that I had installed for the for EasyJet on the computer, some reason or another, they weren't showing, so I've had to switch it to an A320, so something slightly bigger, but unfortunately it was too close to the time of the stream to be able to do anything about it. So we're in this lovely A320 Echo Zulu Uniform Charlie in the Nantes livery. Catering going on, fueling happening. So yeah, so there's still a couple of little bugs here and there in 24, but yeah, overall it's a lovely sim. It's working reasonably well now. I think for most people, some folks still having issues, but right, okay, so in it B, we'll pop in the zero fuel weight is 60.7, rounded up to the nearest 100 kilos, so 60.7, and the MacTail zero fuel weight center of gravity 31.8. And we're planning on taking fuel block, 5.6 tons. So a very very shortish flight. It's only about an hour or so. Okay. So if we check out the weather, so it's 28, 50 Zulu, so about 20 minutes ago, 21014, so yeah, we're off 23, all the nines, scanned at 14, broken at 3,814, temperature 11 is the dew point 1024, 1024, and 1024. Alright, so board in. So we'll be radio. No, we don't want the pushback tug, not just yet. Right, transponder will pop to on, because that way then I won't forget it. I've done that a few times. Right, wind component plus 5, so that's a tailwind 5 knots, so it's pretty much all across the direction of flight, so it's not going to make any difference. Let's just have a little look at that's in radar. Do we have any ATC? No, we don't. Absolutely nothing at the moment. Yeah, very few airports online. Manchester, Heathrow and Gatwick are the only airports. Oh well, not to worry. Right. Nope, wrong one. Navigraph is the one I want. Right then, so I'll load up the flight plan. Let's get the extra charts we need. So I want parking stands, and I think that's it. So we've got the airport chart for Glasgow. So we are on this stand here, 19 on the corner, and we're expecting a NORBO one hotel departure, so we'll pop that in the flight plan. So departure, offer 23, NORBO, one hotel. Right, so we also have, if we're having a problem after takeoff, we lose an engine. There is an engine out SID, which I don't usually find any of this in the Navigraph charts, but when I started this a little while ago, I started streaming a little while ago, I found a website called Blackbox 711, and on there he's got a web app that details some airport information, and it also details some engine out procedures, so in case you lose an engine as you depart. So Glasgow's, usually most of them are straight ahead to 25 DME and hold. This one off of 2-3 at Glasgow is actually quite a nice little one, so it's a bit more in depth, as it were. So what we're going to do, we are going to put in, if I remember how to do it, data pilot waypoints is what I want. So we're going to put in some custom waypoints. So the engine out SID off of runway 23 is, we follow the Glasgow VOR to 1 DME on the runway heading, which is we'll say 229. Right, so we'll do place bearing distance. So Glasgow 229 1D, and we'll do we'll put Glasgow 1 for that one. Store that point. Then we right turn, intercept the Glasgow 236. So we put a new one in. We'll call that Glasgow 2, GOW2. GOW 236 9 DME. Place browse time. Store that one, and then that's it for that. And then it's a left turn to the Prestwick NDB. We can put that in as its identifier. So we'll go to secondary flight plan, copy the active. Right, we'll put in Glasgow 1. No, didn't want to do that. Went wrong there. We'll delete the secondary. We'll copy it again, and we'll put in. I always do this. I put it in the wrong line. So we'll put it in there. Glasgow 1, Glasgow 2, and then Prestwick PIK. 22 miles away, and we hold at PIK, and we'll we'll do a hold of, let's put in 171. Inbound course 171, we'll do right hand turns. There we are. So that's our engine out SID, so if we have an engine failure, we'll follow that instead of the normal SID, so we'll put that in there, we'll leave it in there ready in case we need it. Right. Passengers are all looking happy and that. Right, okay, so let's go back. We'll check out the SID. Right, so 2-3, straight ahead. Intercept 225 cross 12 DME, it's 225 Lima. DME 6000, turn left, intercept to NORBO, that's correct. And up to 6000 on the MCP. Okay. Are we looking? Just bear with me 2 seconds, folks. I've just got a phone call to take to.
This way, please. This way. Good morning. This way.
Okay, phone call. So we were expecting an engineer out to do some
Morning.
work out the front. Typically it's going to be here in about 20 minutes, so I might have to shoot off quickly and sort that out. Oh, what a day, what a day. Right, okay, looking good. Hopefully we can get away before that happens.
Welcome on board.
So the only other thing now to do is the performance. We'll put that in initially.
Welcome on board.
Ready to go, and then we'll get the proper numbers once everybody's on board. How many have we got to go? We've got about 2/3 loaded now. Right, okay. So from the load sheet,
Hello.
we're looking to take off 66 tons. which is 30.3. Put in the weather. We'll calculate off a 2.3. We'll go full length. So it gives us flap 1 setting, flex of 65. We've got a V1 and a VR of 141 and a V2 144. We'll send that to the MCDU ready. So that should now be in there. 1 down for 65 flex temp 141 141 144. Engine out is 1500 feet above the field. Happy days. So it's all looking good. Almost there. Oh god, he's looking a bit shifty there, isn't he? Okay, we're on Unicom ready. Okay, so we get the APU ready to start it. Fuel is complete. Fuel pumps can now go on. Seatbelt signs are now on. Fly live, wouldn't put that on yet. Put that on. I think I also started and didn't have the volume turned up for the sim, so I've just turned that on now, so hopefully you can hear it all okay. So being out of touch for over a year, I'm a bit rusty, so apologies. These little teething troubles. Right, there we go. We are already boarding completed. So shall we get ready to the update figures from the load sheets. Go back to Unit B. Let's get it ready to push back. Right then, so zero fuel weight still 60.7. Zero fuel weight 31.8, still the same. Fuel on tanks 5.6. All good. Happy days.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Let's pop that on. So APU bleed is on. Let's get rid of the GPU.
Departure check completed. Bypass bypass pin inserted.
Right, let's lose the shocks.
Locking gear.
Right. So before start check, send the parking brake is on. Takeoff speeds and thrust is. We've got flex 65, flap 1, V1 VR 141, V2 144. Windows are closed on the left, closed on the right, and the beacon is on. So some lovely window views. Right, let's get the door closed. Bye bye passengers. Locked. There's no ATC online, and we're the only ones at the airport still, so let's just broadcast anyway. So we're using 29 Delta Whiskey. Glasgow traffic, easy 29 Delta Whiskey, stand 19's A320. We're pushing back. Glasgow traffic. So nose right, tail left.
Release
Start the
parking
timer.
brakes, please.
Brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
So thrust levers both idle. Engine start. Ignition starts. Start number 2. On the A320, the FADEC will do the whole start. We've got duct pressure N2, which is the central part of the engine. Fans start the spin at the front. When we get fuel flow, light up, engine's now starting. And we just monitor. The FADEC does everything for you. Very short pushback today.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Right, so let's get that. Let's get them gone.
Cockpit to ground.
Even though
We have a good engine start.
still got
You
number
can
1 to go.
disconnect.
So available on number 2, number 1. Starting duct pressure N2. So the M1's starting to go. We've got fuel flow and engine is starting. So after start flows, we take the APU off, taxi lights, and down 4. Okay, so we do a control check. So we're going to go fully down, elevators, neutral, fully up. Neutral, full left with the ailerons, one up, spoilers, one down. Back to neutral, spoilers are down, and full right. One down, spoilers, neutral, rudder check, full left, back to neutral, full right, back to neutral, and pitch trim is 4 down. Okay, I'll start checks and then anti-ice not required. ECAM status is checked normal. Pitch trim is set 4 down. Rudder trim is neutral. Okay, we are ready to go. Ground kit is cleared. Don't know who left the stairs there, but they'll be fine. Hopefully, we won't hit those on the way out. And we are going off to runway 23, so Alpha 1. Glasgow traffic, easy 29 Delta Whiskey is taxiing Alpha 1 for runway 23, Glasgow traffic. So brakes are off. Bit of power to get going. And heading off to the right. Check left, check right. Traffic. Just seeing the cabin crew. We'll get the landing lights out already, not turned them on yet. Take off config check. And the weather radar is on. There's the cabin.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much. Back on the mic. Okay, so taxi jets, flight controls are checked, flap settings, config 1+F, weather radar, predicted wind shear is on auto, engine mode selector is normal, ECAM memo, take off from no blue, that's the taxi checks complete, take line up checks, next. Sort out the rudder access on my side stick. It's a little bit funky at the moment. It seems to be wanting to send the airplane in all different directions. So it's made a couple of landings a bit interesting lately. I think it just needs taking apart and just cleaning out. So we'll do that in another day. So still no ATC online. I don't see anybody heading into Glasgow. There is somebody going into Edinburgh, but still no ATC on the way through. Right, so we'll do the lineup checks now. Then we'll get straight. We'll go straight off. So line up checks. Takeoff runway is runway 23 via Alpha 1. TCAS. Set TARA. Oh, that's what I mean about the rudder. Let's bring it back over. Lights, strobes on. We'll put the landing lights on now, and we'll put the takeoff lights on the nose. Glasgow traffic, EZ29 Delta Whiskey is lining up runway 23 via Alpha 1 immediate departure, NORBO 1 hotel departure, Glasgow traffic. Right, so you can't say we haven't broadcast on Unicom. So nice long runway, nice light aircraft. Southampton, here we come. Start the chrono. Right. Stand the thrust levers up. Half side stick forward. Wait for the engines to stabilise. There we go. Take off. Okay, Manflex 65, SRS runway. Auto thrust is blue. Keep it straight down the sense line with the rudder. So between 80 knots and V1 we cancel the forward stick. Wind's right down the runway. There's V1, rotate. V2. So positive rate, gear to come up. Following the flight director bars on the PFD. Quick cheeky wing view out outside there. Bye bye Glasgow. And let's get autopilot 1 in. So, climb thrust. So lever climb, thrust climb, climb. Alt blue, nav. So the aircraft pitching down now to accelerate. Come up for 170 knots. Get around the S speed, we'll take the flaps up. So we'll do that now. There go the flaps. Beautiful. We're now at clean aircraft. Just going to accelerate to 250 knots below 10,000 feet. Now we'll disarm the spoilers. So looking at the VAXIM radar, the only aircraft around us is at 34,000 feet, so there's no conflict there. No traffic, we'll go straight up to our cruise altitude then, 35,000 feet. So we'll put that in there, we'll go open climb. Craft climb, open climb, now blue. We'll continue to follow the SID. So we're now going to flight level. We'll go standard on the altimeters. So passing through flight level 60 now. 60. so there's 10,000 feet. Aircraft's now going to accelerate to its en route climb speed, which is about 282 knots there. So if we check out the chart on the SID, so we're doing this left turn now direct to NORBO. We are part of Glasgow, it's NORBO. We're going down on to Dean Cross. Down just to the west of Lake Windermere. Down overhead Liverpool. Just to the west of Birmingham. And down. Coming down overhead sort of Reading area. And then into Southampton. Should be a nice little flight. And where are you going? Aircraft had a little bit of a shake there. It was a bit disconcerting. Looking down at the charts and looking up and see the aircraft wobbling all over the place. Right, okay, so weather. Get a METAR and forecast for Southampton. Send that off. Side stick. Right, so weather in Southampton. 9:20, 25 minutes ago. It's variable 2 knots. CavokSim 18 degrees, 7 dew point 1028. Forecast saying between 9 o'clock and 6 o'clock, or 10 o'clock and 10 o'clock and 7 o'clock, so that's in Zulu time there. The wind's expected to be 150 at 5 knots, so we'll plan for doing a 2-0 approach. So we'll do the ILS 2-0, it should be the BUGUP 1 Sierra. Yeah, BUGUP 1 Sierra. Where are we? Insert that. So not a very good, not a very long cruise segment, only 84 miles. Right, so guys, I'm going to have to very quickly, for a short time, just sign off for a little bit. I'm going to log out of VATSIM, because I don't want any pings while I'm away and not doing anything. So I'm going to sign off of VATSIM. I'm going to put on the Be Right Back screen. I'm going to put you in a window view. Let's put you in this one, and I'll put the Be Right Back screen on because I've got this engineer just turning up very shortly in a couple of minutes. So I'm going to have to very quickly go away and sort that. Hopefully it won't be too long, but stay tuned and I'll be back for the landing. Air request, I will be with you in just a sec. Sorry, I haven't been keeping up with the chat because I've been a little bit busy with this. But give me a sec. I'll be right back. Okay. Right, hi guys, I'm back again. Sorry about the wait there. The engineer was running a little bit late. We've got a block drain out the front of our house, so it's. I wasn't expecting him to turn up so quick, but yeah. So just quickly catch up with the chat. So AeroQuest, yeah, that was me. I sent you a quick message back. So yeah, thank you. Thank you for saying it looks like you found somebody that knows what they're doing on my flight simulator. I've been doing it for quite a while, but yeah, I wouldn't say I'm the best. I wouldn't say I'm the best at doing this. I still make quite a fair few mistakes. But yeah, I'm not sure how to do a jump seat flight that you've asked about. Might be something I could look into. But yeah, I'm quite happy to give you some pointers and that if you'd want. And also the other thing as well, yes, they are custom wing views that I've created for the aircraft. Quite easy to do in Flight Sim 2024. So you can basically use the internal camera to move about the cabin, and basically what I've done, I've just gone ahead and full load of passengers here, look. So basically I've just gone through and just plunked myself in a window view. Excuse me, miss. And then just looked. Wait, where are we going? Yeah, that's not supposed to be happening. I don't quite know what happened there. Wow, that's quite an upset. Okay, we'll level it back out at 33,000. Wow, I don't know what happened there at all. Enough of this here, ladies and gentlemen. Perfectly normal. Right, let's get the autopilot back in. Yikes. Right, okay then, so we're at 33,000 feet then. I'll change that, so we'll put 33 in there instead of 35. There's no point in climbing back up to that. We did drop quite a fair away there, didn't we? Right, so stay at 33. Get it there. There she goes. Right, so yeah, so custom views. I was saying basically use the internal camera to move to where you want to go, and then the default keybind for it. So to save custom cameras, you use Shift and then F5, F6, F7 or F8. It gives you four options. I think you can do more somewhere, but I've done 4 custom camera views. So to save them, put the camera where you want, press Shift 5 for the first one, Shift F6 for the second, Shift F7 for the third one, and Shift F8 for the fourth. And then to move straight to them, you use the Shift 1 to Shift 4 key. So Shift 1, got this view, that's my first one. 2 is the view behind the left wing. F3 It's the view behind the right wing, and Shift F4 is my right hand side, just over the wing leading edge. That's what I've done. You can put them anywhere you want. I've done them on the fly-by-wire A380 as well before. I've even gone as far as to put a camera in the tail, like you would find on the entertainment displays on your seat backs. So you can put them wherever you want. But anyway, we are back in flight, 33,000 feet now, after that little upset. I have no idea what that happened there, but my rudder control on the joystick, I'm reckoning, is the problem. It did it to me the other day, so I've got to take the side stick apart and clean out the mechanism in there for the rudder. Right, anyway, so let's get ready for our descent. So we're just on the descent point now, so I'm going to set a lower altitude. I'm going to go back onto that sim, just make sure there is no traffic conflicting with us. Right, okay, so because I'm completely behind where I'm supposed to be now, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm doing. Right, okay, so we need to get in. Right, so we need some up-to-date weather for Southampton. Let's get ourselves back onto that sim quickly. Connect. Jumbo Whiskey, there we are. Hopefully nobody's about. I should have checked that before. No, we still have no ATC anywhere where we're flying. Right, let's get some up-to-date weather. So let's get to the... Let's do it again. Why are you doing it? Something obviously going on somewhere else. Something obviously going on somewhere. Need some ADC for 8 minutes late as well. I'll do that quick. We'll say an ATC delay. It's the usual go-to 1 AM, so we'll put in what's the code, 8 minutes, there we go, send that off. Easy Ops is happy. Weather. So weather request. Echo Golf Hotel India. Send off the weather, and we can start putting in the arrival information. Okay, request, no problem. Unfortunately, I think personal circumstances on my end, I think time for me is a little bit limiting, so might not work in my case. But thank you for the vote of confidence on asking to monitor your flight. But yeah, I'm not 100% sure it'll probably work in my personal circumstances. But never say never. But I think some of these aircraft, they're actually pretty good enough that you can just leave them and pick them up later on down the line. I've done it before in several circumstances. But yeah. Right, anyway, so back to the flight there. So QLX 1028, temperature is 18 degrees in Southampton. The magnetic wind is same variable at 2 knots. So we'll do a worst case scenario, we'll do a tailwind of 2 knots onto 20. So we'll do 020 at 2 knots. Looking at the ILS for the airport, which I haven't got the chart up yet. ILS 2. No, hang on, we're on the wrong airport. We want Southampton. Approach ILS 20. So decision altitude 244. Right, okay. So where are we in terms of descent? So you're coming through flight level 240. PEPUL. So we're just west of Birmingham somewhere, I think. Coming down to B level, flight level 150, BUGUP. Which is per the star. So BUGUP flight level 150, risen at flight level 110, Nubbury, 210 at Pepis, down to Southampton. Southampton's a bit of a funny one with the approach. Because at the end of the star, this is the Southampton VOR, Sierra for Mike, you're at 210 knots, flight level 90. 9,000 feet above the airport. But what they will usually do at Southampton, because of the airspace around the airport, they'll bring you in towards the VOR, and then they'll do you in a big racetrack pattern to get you down and then reposition you back for the ILS. Something to do with the airspace. I'm not 100% sure on what the altitudes are on the airspace, but it's quite tight there. They'll put you in a big racetrack round, get your height off, and then back in for the ILS, which is what we're practically going to do today. Right, so we've got all the data in. The routing's okay. Pepis, Sierra for Mike 90, 210 knots, that's what it says on the charts. We'll leave the discontinuity in for the time being. So the ILS. So the ILS. It's leaving very high there. It is 1800. Okay. Not sure what that's saying. 6,100 there. Probably think it's going to be too high. Okay, so let's put the fixed ring in for the MSA. So the MSA round Sierra for Mike. By default it's 25 miles around, Sierra for Mike 71 miles away, that's the one, 25 mile radius, so 2,300 feet. Checking that radio. So Sam, box 1, box 2, this here in November. 1175, quarter 199, so that's for the ILS, that's fine. And so let's approach here, 3,000 feet, climb straight ahead, then it's directed. Okay, right so far. seatbelts on there. Let's get it down to 90. So we're looking very high now because I wasn't watching. So 2,600 high. Let's put the runway in. So 60 miles away. Let's get some speed brakes in. Slow us down and get us down. So we're going to be a little bit high still at BUGUP. So back on profile now, let's get the speed brakes back in. The local QNH on the standby instrument. Clear day here in the UK. So, no, should have the door closed. So I don't think there's any. There's any ATC online. Message. Easy ops. Thank you for the ABC. You're welcome. Right, one thing we didn't do was sort out the performance for the runway. So apply METAR, 20 will add on to 1 knot, 60 degrees, so 28. Medium auto go. Landing weight is, so we're landing with 3.2 tons, so say 100 kilos, 63.9 tons. So we'll put in 63.9. Right, so medium water brakes, no reverse thrust, gives us a landing distance of 1,496 metres. Landing distance available is 1,887. So we're in well within the stop margin and the safety margin as well. Good. So, AirQuest, yeah, hello again. So yeah, the cameras, yeah, sorry, I got interrupted by the plane spiralling out of control earlier. So the way I did mine was I used the camera, I use the controls to move the camera where I'm sat, so using the WSAD keys to move about, left, right, and Q and E to move up and down with the shift key. So basically put the view where I wanted it. So for instance, say if I wanted to put a view out the co-pilot side here, for instance, I'll move it to where I want it, and then using shift and either F5, F6, F7, F8, you can save a view, and then once you've done that, it gives you the option of 4 of them, F5, F6, F7, F8, and then once you've done that, you can use the shift F1, shift F2, shift F3, shift F4 to move to those camera positions. So my shift F1 is that view looking out the left side ahead of the number 1 engine. Shift F2 for me is this view behind the left wing. Shift F3 behind the right wing, and Shift F4 I put looking out the window overhead the number 2 engine. So I hope that helps. So, am I still interested in a jump seat flight? I'll tell you what, I've never done anything like it before. How do you mean do a jump seat? Is it like using one of the programs that you can get to sort of like do a multiplayer in the same like shared cockpit thing, or not 100% sure how you mean? But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't. I'd never say no to anything. But yeah, unfortunately, with my personal circumstances, I don't unfortunately have a lot of time outside of flying in flight sim to do a lot of other stuff, like family stuff and all that. So, but I'd never say no. But it'd have to be properly planned in some way or another. Yeah, so quite an interesting idea. But, yeah. But anyway. Anyway, back to the flight. So we're coming up on Southampton. You can see. This Southampton here, you can see the Isle of Wight in the distance, Portsmouth. So we're at 9,000 feet, which is our altitude for the end of the SID at Sierra Mike. So, bit of a drink, dry throat. So Let's just double check, make sure there is no ATC. There's nobody going into Southampton, so what we'll do, we'll start making a beeline to get down to a lower altitude, and then we'll position for the ILS 420. So I'll go down to 4,000 for now. I'll go to the local QNH of 1028. So it's given us 9,300 descending, 4,000 blue, open descent. We'll get the landing lights on, we'll warm the cabin. Don't want the settings page. There we are, just warm the cabin. So there we go, we're 15 miles from Sierra for Mike. So the aircraft's already gone into its approach phase, so we can see we're already coming back to green dot speed, which is our minimum clean speed before putting out any flaps. Thank you very much, AirQuest. That's very kind of you to say. And considering I've not streamed anything for over a year, so I think it was probably end of February last year. That's very kind of you to say. Obviously, I've had a few little hiccups here and there, but yeah, I'm glad you've enjoyed. And thank you very much for joining in the chat. It's been really good. Right, okay, so we'll get on to Unicom now. We're still on 122.8. There's no traffic around Southampton. There's nothing going in. You can see the airport ahead of us there. Southampton traffic, easy 29 Delta Whiskey is inbound, A320, currently passing 7,500 feet on QNH 1028, routing to the Sierra for Mike. We'll position back around north off the airfield to set up for an ILS runway 20, Southampton traffic. We'll call final on the ILS 20, Southampton traffic. Oh, that's really great, Chris. Thank you so much. Obviously, I'm not as big as some of the flight sim YouTubers, but maybe one day going forward, and I get a bit more established, it will grow a little bit. But it's just a hobby, just something I'd like to share with everybody. So yeah, thank you so much. It's really great to hear. Okay, so we'll continue to descend down to 3,000 feet now. Go. Approach checks then. So the Barra F is 1028. So once, twice, 3 times. Passing through 6,000 feet, descended 3,000. Seatbelts on. Minimums is set. Barrow 244. Water brake is medium, engine mode selector is normal. So approach checks complete, landing checks next. So you can see the airport just appearing or disappearing below the nose there. So we're going to come around, back up the north, and then in for the approach to runway 20. So 1 mile to go. We're going to go into heading mode, and we'll swing that back around to the reciprocal runway heading of 2020. So big 180-degree turn. Where am my mouse wheel doing this? So 020. Still at green dot speed, so we're still minimum clean speed with no flaps. down to 3,000. Once we get onto a base leg, we'll go down to 2,000, and then we'll just capture the glide slope from 2,000 feet. So my custom cameras, I just stayed in the cockpit mode to do the wing views. With this aircraft, obviously, where it's got the fully modelled cabin, just basically I open the door, walk through the cabin, and just put the view where I want it and then save it. Easy. So there's the airport over there to our 8 o'clock position. So leveling at 3,000 feet now. Once we start the base leg, we'll start selecting flaps, but we'll stay at green dot for now. And we'll just confirm there's nobody else. Still nobody in. Winds are blowing us about a bit down here. It's quite a warm day. Yeah, absolutely. I love the Fenix. I've had it since it first came out, and it's by far, I would say, the best high fidelity add-on for either this sim or 2020 when it first came out. And I'm quite looking forward to their update they've got planned as well. Yeah, the only trouble I've had with the Fenix so far on 2024 is if you check out the thumbnail for the video, you'll see it says A319, and unfortunately I've had a few instances where my installed liveries haven't shown up on the selecting the aircraft, so I've had to resort to flying the 320 today. I was looking forward to flying the 319 because it's a little pocket rocket, but yeah, I had to do a quick switch to the 320. Right, so we're on base leg now. We'll go down to 2,000 feet. We'll go to VS, 500 feet a minute. We'll start selecting some flaps now. So we'll go flap 1. So if we turn on the ILS. So replay mode in 2024 I've never actually used, if I'm honest. Obviously when I streamed before, I was in 2020 and I used to use Sky Dolly. I always found any replay in 2020 very hit and miss. Right, so we've just gone through the localizer there, so let's get us back over. Let's head 170, so hopefully we can get back across before the glide slope comes in. So down to the proper platform attitude of 1800. Okay, so lock star. Let's arm the approach then. Comes the localizer. So we are 7 miles back, so start getting configured for landing then. So gear coming down. And we'll go flat 2. Winchester down below. So start, we'll select the, go around altitude 3,000 feet, flap 3, and we'll do a call on Unicom. So traffic, Easy 29 Delta Whiskey is on the RS runway 20 Southampton at 4.5 miles, Southampton traffic. Flat full. Okay, so speed brakes armed. Landing landing. Check. Camera mode, no blue. Hopefully agrees to landing. Yeah, we'll see. We shall see. I've got Fly Live on, which I think has decided to freeze again on me. But I've got Volanta running in the background tracking the flight, so we'll see what that gives me. So autopilot's coming out.
Above. Minimum.
Yeah, continue. Get some stuttering.
100.
So don't glide, but the back is all showing 4 reds.
40, 30, 20. Retard. Retard.
Now we're down. First is coming in. 100. Brakes. There we go. No backtrack required, so vacate via Alpha. Hot brakes, I'll bring the sausages. Right, taxi lights, land lights off. Strobes off, get the APU going. It wasn't a too bad land. I had some stutters on the on final approach there. It wasn't too bad. So bring GSX up. Should we go for stand 3, I think. Let's go for stand 3. No, don't need to follow me because I know the airport, it's my local. It was an hour and 15 minutes from pushback at the other end. yeah, so this scenery is Southampton from Indie Builds. So this one originally released for FS 2020. It's compatible with 2024 with no problems. I've found it's a very nice scenery. It's very up to date as well, which is really good. Stand 3 round here in the cul-de-sac. There he is, standing by the stand post. So land lights off, taxi lights off. Too far. Right. Okay, so we get EGPF on. And shut down the engines. Number 2, number 1. Running down nicely. So we've got signs, beacons off. Very good parking, thank you very much.
The boarding requested.
Right, so parking checks, parking brakes, and chocks. Chocks cones, ground power we have. Engines are off, wing lights are off, fuel pumps are also off. And the end to a very nice flight. There we go. Right. Safely on the ground at Southampton. So let's have a half-hour turnaround. I think I might do the trip back to Glasgow. So we'll get everybody deboarding. Hello, everyone. Right, let's get power onto the ground power unit. Let's get the APU off. So thank you very much for your request. Very nice of you to say that. Like I say, not done this for over a year. Oh wow, you're all the way over in Australia. Fantastic. Wow, look at that. So my next live stream, I don't know yet. This one today was actually kind of an impromptu sort of. I've got a day off from work. Nobody's at home. Got the day to myself, and yeah, it was kind of like, yeah, I'll stream in half hour's time. So I quickly put it onto YouTube. So I'm glad you found the channel. Thank you so much for giving the subscription, and yeah, have a great night over in Australia. But yeah, just yeah, like I say, you've got the notifications on there, so yeah, when it comes up again for the next live stream, hopefully it won't be too far away. As I said earlier, I've got a lot more free time during the days when I'm off work now, so so yeah, hopefully I can put together quite a few streams going forward. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for the description. Have a great night, and I'll see you again soon. Like I say, I'm going to do the return flight back up to Glasgow, so I'll do a quick half-hour turnaround here, go get some lunch quick, as it's coming up for lunchtime here in the UK. And yeah, feel free to watch it back later at your own in your own time. So so everybody else that's checking out the stream, I'm gonna go off for half an hour. I'll leave the stream running, and I'll see you again on the next flight back up to Glasgow in about 30 minutes. So be back shortly.
Do you want to deboard crew? Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Catering vehicles are on their way. Fuel truck is in position. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it. Please use your airplane fuel system to set the desired fuel quantity. boarding requested. Passengers boarding starting.
Right, so hello everyone again. I'm back. I've just had a quick bite to eat as it's lunchtime here in the UK. Just had my equivalent of nipping to the terminal to grab a coffee. Egg on toast for me. So just a quick catch up in the chat. Soccer stuff. Thank you so much for your message, and recently stumbled upon your channel. I'm glad you are back. Thank you so much. It is nice to be back over a year since I last live streamed. Thank you so much. What great quality of content. Keep it up. Don't give up. Awesome. Brilliant. Thank you so much for the encouragement there. So we're back in the Phoenix, still here on the ground at Southampton. We just deboarded and we're now loading up the passengers back to Glasgow. I got GSX running in the background while I was away, so they've refueled. They're now sending the passengers out. We have to quickly get on and get the flight management system up and running. So if we go ahead, get the load sheet in, and get the routing all set up, ready for us to go. So we've got the arrival message there. We don't need that anymore. Load sheets, right? Let's go in at A. Request the route. Got the new flight plan loaded. We're going back as easy 237 whiskey. That's correct. Side stick calibration. Sort that out after the stream ends, I think. Keeps coming up. Right, okay, so Southampton to Glasgow, flight number, we are EZY 237 whiskey. Flight plan, we've got cost index of 18. And a cruise level going back 340. Temperature on the ground here is 19. Put 19 in. Request the winds. Return. Right, so we're planning on. Actually, what's the wind doing? We might be able to take 02 for a departure. Is it still light and variable? Because being a short flight, but quite lightly loaded, and we might be able to take a departure off of 02 and go straight northbound instead of going south and then having to turn again to then head north. No, probably not. We'll check it out. We'll do. Let's do that now actually and see if we can take 02. Sync the load sheet, sync the weather. 1605. Can we take 02? Oh, we can take 02. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll go with a very slight tailwind. Only 5 knots. 10 tons under our maximum takeoff weight, so it's no problem. We'll take full length as well. Alright then, I'm happy with that. Save a few minutes. Okay, so we'll do 02 for departure. No SID, straight up to Norrie. So reconnect to VATSIM 237, this is our call sign, connect. Fueling's complete. Let's get the seatbelt signs on. Let's get the APU on as well. Navigraph. Let's unload that. Let's get the new flight plan in. Import flights. Sim brief. Southampton to Glasgow. Departures. So noise abatement procedure. Offer 02. Climb straight ahead until 2.5 DME. And departure to the north is via Quebec 412 Norrie. Okie dokie. 1335. Okay, engine out. SID from Southampton, then off of 02. Maintain 019 to 25 DME and hold. Didn't want that. Waypoints. Call this one Sam 1. And we'll go EGHI 02. 019 to 25 miles. Let's try that. There we are. Store. Secondary cloud, I'll copy the active and we'll put in did I call it Sam 1? I can't remember. I did, okay. Hold 019 right turns. So that's the engine out SID. So straight out 25 miles and okay, let's go back to the normal one. Norse flight plan. Boarding is complete. Alright, NB. Playing catch up here. Right, new load sheet. Zero fuel weight is 59 tons. 59.0 and a MacTail. Sorry. Zero fuel weight 31.9. And fuel on the tanks 5.5 tons. Accept that. loaded. Okay, so we're going off a 02 is dry. Takeoff weight 64.4. Recalculate. We'll send that to the MCDE. Good, good. Calibrate the side stick again. Right, so APU is available. Let's get the APU bleed on. We'll take the ground power off. Let's get the fuel pumps on. Flight directors back on. Reset the clock. Ready to go outside. Okay, let's get ready to go. Push back. I'll lose the ground power unit, you lose the chocks.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback. Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Railway passengers, we'll see you again on the ground. Reset the rudder trim. Okay, beacon is on. Quickly run for the before start checks. Okay, before start checks and parking brake is set. Takeoff speeds and thrust. Takeoff speeds are V1, V124, V2 is 128. Thrust. Here we have flex temp of 57. And 124, 128. Windows are both closed. Beacon is on. That's the before start checks complete. Nose to the right, facing east. Let's just have a double check of any traffic that is about.
Release parking brakes, please.
Yep, 2 seconds.
Release parking brakes.
Yeah, we're still devoid of any traffic around.
Commencing push. All engines are clear. Start at will.
Oh, better.
Cabin crew on door.
Southampton traffic, EZ237 Whiskey is A320 pushing back from stand 3. Southampton traffic. Engine number 2 starting.
Ladies and gentlemen, please observe the cabin crew member closest to you as we are about to demonstrate the safety features of our Airbus A320 aircraft. Thank you.
ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking the nose gear.
Emergency. Leave all baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown. It must be fastened whenever the seatbelt signs are on, and we recommend that you keep it fastened at all times. If the air supply fails, mask
Waiting for the barking dog.
from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. And
Love the barking dog.
with the strap, pull on each side to adjust. Put on your own mask before helping others. If we land on water, take a life jacket from under your seat. Remove from the pouch and put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist and click together.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin released.
Place the life jacket inside the aircraft.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
By pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into this tube. There is a light and whistle for a
Right, okay, so I have to start flow.
life jacket
Lights. APU.
tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. Further information regarding your safety on board can be found in the in-flight magazine. We hope you have a great flight.
Right, controls check then. So, fully down. Neutral. Fully up. Neutral. Fully left. Neutral. Fully right. Neutral. Rudder check. Okay, go to the left. Back to neutral. Down to the right. Back to neutral. And trim is 4 down. 4 down, there we go. Okay, so clear on the left, clear on the right after not after takeoff, so after start checks then. So the anti-ice is not required, ECAM status has been checked as normal. Pitch trim 4 down, rudder trim is neutral. Do the taxi checks while we're here. So flight controls open check, flap settings configs 1+F set. Radar, predictive wind shear. Forgot to turn that off. So that's on. Engine mode selector is normal and takeoff.
Cabin crew seats for takeoff.
Okay, takeoff nobly. Okay, they seem to be ready.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Thank you very much. Right. Let's get going then. So we're going to go out of the cul-de-sac to the right. We're going to go taxi down to Alpha 1 for runway 02. So the brakes are off. Bit of power to get us going. We'll just announce on Unicom. Southampton traffic, easy 237 whiskey is now taxiing for runway 02 for a north departure. Southampton traffic. Okay, brakes are checked. Bye bye Southampton. So I said earlier in this stream, this is my local airport. So when I used to live in Southampton, I now live in Portsmouth, about 20 miles down the road. I used to live in Southampton, and my house used to be up on this hill, about 2 or 3 miles away from the airport. Used to have a great view of incoming traffic to 02. Marvellous view from my back garden. And also back in 2004 I did start my PPL from Southampton with a local flying school, which sadly is no longer around, and sadly also there's not a lot of GA traffic at Southampton anymore, but I do still have some very fond memories of flying in and out of this airport and mixing with the big guys in my little Warrior. Anyway, back to the job in hand on the sim. So we just approached 02. So we'll stop very quickly, we'll set the parking brakes, and we'll just quickly run for the line-up checks. So take off runway, we're going off of 02, and we're going to backtrack to the right, turn around down at the end. TCAS is on, and we'll pop the strobes and the landing lights on. Okay, so brakes off. Haven't heard anybody on Unicom so far, so we'll announce our intentions. Southampton traffic, easy 237 whiskey is entering to backtrack runway 02 via Alpha 1. Southampton traffic. So we're taking off with a very slight tailwind of about 5 knots. Because we're quite lightly loaded today, we can take that little bit of a tailwind. The runway's about 1800 metres long, so plenty of room for us at this weight. Nice wide swing. We want to use keep as much of the runway ahead of us as we can. Just set the parking brakes for now. I've just got a company message I just want to quickly look at. Is that going to be an 80? Yeah. Company asking us, why are you late? Disregard that. Southampton traffic, easy 237 whiskey is taking off runway 02, routing to the north towards Norrie. Southampton traffic. got a stop climb of 3,000 feet. So hold on the foot brakes, and here we go. Set the timer. Okay, ready. Off the brakes and take off. So Manflex 57 SRS runway SRS and auto thrust is blue. 80 knots. Size 6 released. Keep straight with the rudders. V1 rotates, and that was sloppy as anything. And okay. Thank you, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. You have just crashed my plane. What a bit of an upset that was. Okay, not sure what to do with that now. Oh, it's a shame. Right. Okay. Right. Okay then. I think that's probably telling me that it's time to give up. I don't know where the plane's intending on going now. It seems to be trying to crawl its way back to the terminal. Right then, guys. I'll tell you what. I'm going to cut short the stream there, because that's not what I was expecting to happen. I was looking forward to going back to Glasgow, but wow. Okay, so everybody that was in chat, thank you so much for joining in the stream today. I do apologise about the shocking takeoff there, the shocking lack of takeoff. But yeah, I will cut the stream there, because that was just embarrassing. Yeah, I haven't really got time to set up again and restart the flight, so yeah, I'll call it a day there. As I say, first time back in over a year, and yeah. So everybody that's joined in, everybody that's watched today, if you've liked and enjoyed what you've seen on the channel, give us a like. Feel free to share it with your friends, and hit that notification bell to see when the next one's going to be. As I say, hopefully I'm going to be back able to do more live streams a bit more often now, and hopefully do a bit more of the video content on the channel. I want to carry on with the On the Nose series, which is going to be takeoffs and landings, looking out over the front, out the front window of the aircraft, at some interesting locations around the world. I've got quite a few of those that I want to do, and hopefully be able to do those going forward. It's just the time to edit the videos. Yeah, more live streams as and when. If you've got any ideas for anywhere you want me to fly in the world, I do a lot of stuff around Europe, but I would like to do more stuff around elsewhere, and take in the sights from around the world. So if you have any ideas, send us a message. Yeah, like I say, we'll cut the stream short there. And anyway, everybody, have a great day, and I'll see you again very soon. Take care. Bye bye.